Best regards, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Linda Bayan. The central topic of our presentation is skills. It means content, integrate learning in a foreign language. Our main objective is to show you the advantage and benefits of using this approach in teaching and learning a second language. My group is integrated by Jacqueline Guzman, Adrián José Acevedo Berrío, Jamie Lisette Hernández, and who is speaking, Linda Bayona Luis. We are a student from UNAT, Universidad Nacional Abierta a Distancia, and the name of the course is Didactics of Science. So, let's start right now. As an introduction, one second, give me a second, okay. As an introduction, we have CLILs. As a teacher, I encourage you to explore the CLIL content and foreign language integrate learning approach in your classroom to enrich and teaching and learning process of students. The CLIL's approach combines the teaching of a foreign language with the acquisition of knowledge in the other curricular areas, which provides both benefits for language development and for the learning of academic content. In addition, the foreign language is applied in the real context, which broaden communications skills, improve oral and writing fluency, and also strengthens critical and intercultural thinking. Okay, so the next slide. Okay, this is the advantage of the content. CLIL offered numbers of advantage for students and teachers. According to the authors, Ducolet and David March, some of these advantages include improved language proficiency by combining language learning with academic content. Students have more opportunity to practice and use language in a meaningful way in real context. Deeper and more meaningful learning skills enable students to understand and apply concepts and skills in the context of other disciplines, which promote deeper and more meaningful learning. Development of intercultural skills by studying curricular contents in a foreign language. Students are also exposed to the culture and perspective in other countries, which fosters intercultural understanding and openness to different cultures. Motivation and engagement by linking the content of the curriculums to language. CLIL can increase students' motivation by making learning more relevant, interesting, and practical. In conclusion, in, in globalized and intercultural world, in this CLIL approach becomes a valuable pedagogical tool to prepare a student for the challenge of the 21st century. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Adrian. And today I'm going to talk about the contextualization of what is CLIL. So, as we have been learning, CLIL is about communicating and sharing new elements about different subjects, different from English language as a foreign language itself. So that is to say that contextualization of CLIL means that a CLIL course is related to teaching something new, something that may not anything to do with a language itself, even though we are teaching through a foreign language, and even though a student may be learning something new about the foreign language which is used in the class. So now it is important for us to understand why we need to use a CLIL class to succeed by teaching something new. For example, here we have some approaches and reasons to use a CLIL class. The first thing that we find out is that the development of cognitive skills is something pretty relevant. For example, let's try to understand and imagine a course related to an engineering program like descriptive geometry. When we say descriptive geometry, we talk about you need to measure the distance or space, you need to measure any kind of figure, and describing the space of a figure itself. And of course, we are talking about certain kind of materials to draw and describe figures and the space. So, as we can see in the picture of the presentation, here we see a guy who has many things inside his or her head, and that is the thing that we want to point out about development of cognitive skills. The student will not only get to understand more and more the foreign language which is used and maybe learn something new about this foreign language, but at the same time this student will be getting new things about, in this case, the geometry, the descriptive geometry. Therefore, we can see that in this case, the student will be forced to find out ways to learn something new through a foreign language. And that is an approach of using a CLIL content. Now, we can see the improved language learning and development of communication skills. And why? Why are those reflecting as approaches and reasons to use a CLIL in the class? Well, as we have been understanding in the example I gave you before, now we can see that if a student wants to communicate a doubt or an inquiry or wants to say an utterance, the student will need to use the foreign language which is used in the class. And at the same time, we need to use the content which is taught in the class. For example, the student can say, "Hey teacher, I have been using hectometers or millimeters or meters as units of measure to describe the dimensions of the space of the figure that I use in the drawing of my work." This is related to the descriptive geometry in the example I gave you before. So, other approach that we find interesting is that a CLIL class will prepare the student for the real world because a CLIL class will teach the student how to perform a good attitude and behavior in the society where he or she is intending or planning to work or live.